Hey my divas, what's up? Okay, so today we're going to do my update on my project pan. I'm going to show you what I finished first and then what I have worked through. So the first thing that I finished are the these are like the perfume samples. There are 4 of them in there, and then I have a bag, like literally just, yeah, full. Okay, there's, I don't even know how many. I ain't gonna worry about it. And I'm working on one right now. I'm about halfway done with it. That may have made it worse, but you can see I'm about halfway done. So when I started, I wanted to finish 6. Now I just want to get rid of the bag and move on. I also finished the Bath and Body Works French Lavender and Honey. That's all gone. And I have been working on the, let me mark it, the Warm Vanilla Sugar. And this one was full when I started, so it literally was up here to the tip where you see the color. And then I was here about a week ago, and now I am there. So this is going along pretty good. I think this is about a month's progress, so I probably got another month left and I'll be done with that. I kind of use this to just refreshen throughout the day. So I will start off with whatever fragrance sample I'm using, and then halfway through my day and at the end of my day I will spritz this to kind of freshen up. I finished my Maybelline Master Prime face primer. That's all gone and I'm kind of happy. This was good stuff, but then it wasn't. I didn't like the texture. It felt like a lotion. I like things that are more like they feel more like smooth across the skin. You guys will see what I'm talking about when I show you what I'm using now. And I also finished a Body Shop Body Butter. I've got 2 more of these to go through in my project pan. And this one was not meant to be finished, but I finished it because when I got done talking to you guys in the last video, I had pushed this pencil all the way to the top and I couldn't get it to roll back down. Obviously I can't use it like that. It broke off, and so it's done. This is the Milani eyebrow pencil in dark brown. So those are done. I'm going to show you the eyeshadows now, and then we'll go into the other products. So this is the MAC Warm Eyes limited edition palette from a couple of years ago. And the colors that I'm focusing on, you're not going to see any progress because they're eyeshadows and it's going to take quite some time. But the ones that I'm focusing on is this here, which happens to be Glamour Lights, and then this next one right here, which is Retrospeck. So I am trying to work my brush right here so you will see progress, and then work on the side here for Glamour Lights. So I'll swatch these just for the fun of it. Glamour Lights is something that I use on my brow bone. It has a little bit of a satin sheen. And Retrospeck is what I use in my inner corner. So this is Retrospeck, and then this is Glamour Lights. I hope that's coming up true to color. So that is that. The next palette that I'm trying to work on is my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, which I've had forever. This one is the extra bulky package. So it's not even the one that they have redesigned. And it's got the pull-out drawer with your little, your little brush in it. So the colors that I'm focusing on in here are, you can see I've been using this one. Right there is where my brush has been going. That is Silk Teddy. I've been using this color here, which is Push Up. I've also been using Honey Pot, up here Sexpresso, Velvet Revolver, and every now and again I use these 2 browns. So that's how that looks. So I will put down Silk Teddy on my lid, and then I will top it with one of these two, Honey Pot or Push Up. And then I will go into the crease with Velvet Revolver or Sexpresso to deepen it up. And that is how I've been trying to work on things. I'm not necessarily trying to hit pan on these. I just want to see how far I can get by the end of February. The other two eyeshadows that I use every day with that same look is MAC Saddle, which this is a brand new eyeshadow. I don't expect to see a whole lot of progress because I just lightly put this into my crease. I'll swatch it. Here's MAC Saddle. And I did not swatch these other ones, so let me do that for you. These Too Faced shadows from this palette, they have a lot of fallout. They're kind of dusty. Okay, so right here is Sexpresso, and then next to it is Velvet Revolver. It's kind of like a taupey color. Here at the very end we have Honey Pot, that is Push Up, and this is Silk Teddy, and then again MAC Saddle. The other shadow that I'm using and trying to totally pan, if possible, I'm just going to keep going with this. This is like my everyday shadow, and this is MAC's Bamboo. MAC's Bamboo is essentially the same color as my skin, pretty much. So I put this all over my lid. I start off with my base, MAC's Groundwork Paintpot, which I am trying to just see how far I can go by the end of February. I have been focusing my brush here, if you guys can tell, and just trying to get a nice little dip in there. And then once I get that all over my lid, I go in with Bamboo. The other color that is in this palette, because I just took that out and put it in the palette, and I kind of had a little bit of some damage moving it. So there's a little nick up there, and then down here there's a little nick. And this is from the Nars Bourdin blush palette. This was limited edition. It came out a few years back, and I just removed it. So I cannot remember the name of it. It will be listed in the description bar down below, but it starts with like an M. If you guys know what it is, good for you, because I have no idea. I can't remember, but it's a really pretty color, and it looks crazy when you swatch it, but it goes on really natural, really natural, and it's matte, and that's what I like about it. So those are all the swatches. So now let's move on to my MAC Fix Plus. When I started, I was up here, and now I'm down there. It's been about a month. It's gonna go a little slow, but that's okay with me. The new face primer that I'm using is the Loreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. And I put a line here and a line there because at first I didn't know how to mark it, but we're gonna just follow this top line. So just remember that in the next update there will be a second line. Disregard that. Let's just work on the top line. So this is a clear product, and it kind of has this, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of has like a silky type of texture. I just really like the way it feels on my skin. I can tell exactly where I put it, and it smooths everything out. It blurs imperfections. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. If you put too much on, your makeup will slip off your face, but you can't see it at all. And so that's what I like about it. It's moisturizing, but not overly moisturizing, and it's oil free. So I'm glad to be using this now. I also think I was using a different mascara before. I don't remember what mascara that is, but it will be mentioned in my empties because it's somewhere over there. The one I'm using now is the Loreal Voluminous Butterfly, and this one, I'm not wearing anything right now, like I just came home from class, but this gives you extreme long separated beautiful lengthy dark lashes. Like, I am loving this, and I have not used the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in a long time, but I have to say this is the first mascara I've used that has made me even think, wow, I would really like to repurchase this. So I just started. It's rather, I would say it's kind of a watery formula. It's definitely not thick and dry. So you have to be careful because you can get some clumps if you go back, you put too many layers on. But this, it catches my lower lashes, the outer corner lashes, the inner corner lashes. It just works really, really good. And I didn't expect that, especially with the formula and the way the brush is made. But I was very surprised. What else? Okay, we have my Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I haven't marked this in a while. So it seems like it's about there, which is quite some progress actually, because when I started I was at this first line back here and now we're here. That's a lot of progress to make for eyeshadow primer to me, because I mean I just use the smallest amount of this. I don't just cake it on because my eyeshadow just creases and slips right off. But if I use just a little, I can have creaseless eyeshadow looks all day. This other product here, this is the Prep and Prime from MAC. It's just a white translucent powder, and I finally got it to where it wasn't like spilling all over the top. And I mean, there was half the product was sitting on top of the lid. Now I've got that down inside the container, but it won't settle correctly. So if you can see, it looks like there's tons. Let me see if I can get in really good. So if you look really close, actually just down there at the bottom, that's the only product you can see. But if I turn it around, now you can see it's about halfway, right? So let's just assume that there's about half the amount of product in there, because I can't get it to act right or it's gonna pop out of the top, because I punctured, all the holes are punctured and open, if you know what I mean. So it's gonna be really hard for me to kind of get the product to settle how I want it to. These last products, I went ahead and I put them on a piece of paper. So let's just show you where I'm at. So this is the Milani Brow Wax. It's clear. And I just kind of put it on my brows and then start with my pencil. And I am there. And it doesn't look like a lot of product has been used, and it hasn't, because it's a wax. So this is where I was first at, and this is where I am now. It's not a lot, but you see how big this pencil is. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but that's okay because this is a staple product. I mean, it was like $3. So I have my Lord & Berry Black Silk Kajal eyeliner. Okay, this is the smallest eyeliner I own, and I just wanted to just see if I can get rid of it. And it's really, really creamy. It's a nice deep black, and I'm making some good progress. I'm right there. So when I first started, I was here, and now I am there. That's a lot, because all I do is I put this on the top lash line, smudge it out. I might, you know, go underneath the top lashes to make them a little thicker. But that's all I'm using this for. It's really, really soft, and it smudges out a lot. The one thing I don't, super black. The one thing I don't like about this is that if you don't put a powder over top of it, it will move on you. It will transfer, it will smudge, that type of a thing. So I'm gonna give this a few minutes to set, and then I will show you how I can smudge it out. My Urban Decay Ozone Lip Liner is in my project, but I left that downstairs in my makeup bag. Let's not even worry about it because I haven't been using my lip liner from Urban Decay. I need to, but I haven't been doing that. This is the lipstick that I'm working on, which actually is in my 15, 16, and 2016, which I just started. But we're going to talk about it in the project pan because I'm just going to go product to product from now on. So this is my starting line, you guys, because I never marked it when I first began. Silly me. But this is a really small product. I do have this on right now. So just trying to get done with it and move on. Something I'm really proud of, even though it may not seem like a lot of progress to you, is my Benefit What's Up highlighter. Now, when I first started, I was at the top line, and if I can get it to sit right, sorry, hold on. Okay, now I am there at the second line. So that doesn't look like a lot of progress, but I'm telling you, it is. This stuff is super potent. I mean, that's a highlighter, like on my skin, it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? So I use a brush, and the brush really gets it to look like that, which is a lot less in your face. I don't think I would repurchase this because of the color. The color is just, it's too much for me. So you see I can still move that eyeliner a lot, and it's been sitting for quite some time. So you have to put a powder over top of that eyeliner. The other thing is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm still at the same line because this stuff is light for my skin, and it doesn't take a whole lot. It takes like a half a pump, and that's too much. So this is going to take me a little bit of time to get through, but at least I'm halfway down, so I'm not too concerned. The other thing is this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is a very thick foundation, and when I first got it, I was like super in love with it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the best stuff ever, and it does fit my skin color perfectly. I just don't like how heavy it is, and I don't like that it doesn't come with the pump, so it's super messy. But it's coming along. I always put the sticker on when I opened it. I opened this in April, but I didn't wear makeup for 3 months. If I had, I probably would be done now. So this is where I was when I first started. This is where I was like last week, and this is where I'm at today. So that is coming along as well. I think that I have showed you guys everything. Let's count how many of these are in here. So there are 21 more of these, and some of these are not small. Okay, like I don't even have them all in my hands, but 21 more, and I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it because I am so ready to get rid of this stuff. Like, you know what this is? This is Ipsy in a bag. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've got my Burberry, there is Simply Belle, Chanel Cristal, Viva La Juicy Gold, Armenia Mania, there is Prada Candy, there is Nicole Miller, Simply Pink. A lot of these, I don't even know what they are. Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream. Oh, that smells amazing. I mean, there's just so trying to get done. The one I'm using now is called Exceptional Because You Are. I think I got this at Perfume Mania. And the ones that I have finished is the Gucci Flora. I finished a Marc Jacobs Decadence and Clinique Calyx, Calyx, and Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. Out of all the ones that I have used so far, the only one that stood out to me was the Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium. This perfume is amazing. So yeah, y'all know I'm making a wish list, even though I don't need a wish list because these are just samples. Like, I need to get through my actual products. But anyways, let me stop rambling and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be my empties video. Okay, you guys have a good day. Deuces.